Hey everybody, how you going? Today I want to talk about compartmentalizing. And I'm not talking about it in the form of not swearing in front of your parents or not wearing something, sensual to work. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about shutting off the sides of us that we feel authentic when we are by ourselves or when we're around certain people, but we feel shame or we feel embarrassment when we are around other certain types of people or are in other certain types of situations. And the way that I see it is we kind of have boxes, and in all those boxes we put our identities, our personalities, and it's almost like we have to choose which box to use or which configuration. It's almost like it's an equation. So I'll take a little bit of my confidence and then I'll put a little bit of my, good listening, and then I'm going to put what I think people want me to wear in there. And then we kind of create an equation for different situations. And even like speaking about this makes me freaking exhausted. I'm done with the compartmentalizing. Why can't I just be myself in every single situation? And maybe it's less of like choosing the boxes and thinking about everything on like a volume dial and being able to turn things up or turn things down as it relates to the situation. I think part of our superpowers is being our whole selves and not picking and choosing, but instead embracing exactly who we are. And it's then for the people on the receiving end to decide whether or not, they would like to be around us as our whole selves. But it's definitely not up to us, or it's definitely not for us to decide which parts of ourselves we're going to turn off completely. There's something that I'm really, really passionate about in that idea of being able to embrace our most holistic, authentic selves across multiple areas of our lives. And I don't want to compartmentalize. I want to be myself. And especially in the world of teaching, when we are encouraging the next generation, kids, whether you teach in a school or whether you're a drama teacher, a swimming coach, a dance studio teacher, whatever it is, our job is to embrace that student fully for who they are. We ask them to embrace what makes them unique and what makes them different and explore the parts of themselves that, feels really authentic. Yet as teachers, we don't do the same. We're like, okay, when I step into this school, I'm going to be X, Y, and Z. Remember those boxes? I'm going to choose this box and this box and this box. And that's what I'm going to be at when I'm at school. And then when I go home with my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my family, then I'm going to kind of reconfigure the boxes. Fuck that shit. If we are wanting to encourage the kids that we teach to embrace their whole selves, then we have to do the same. And like I said, it doesn't mean that I walk into the school in lingerie, but best believe I'm sexually empowered. Best believe that if a student wants to talk about their sexual experiences, their lack thereof, maybe a situation that that has occurred in their life, as their leader, as their coach, as their teacher, as their role model, I need to have been able to tap into that side of myself individually so that I can be able to hold space for them to also be able to embrace that side of them. And once again, I'm not just talking about my sexuality, my sensuality. I'm talking about everything. My culture. I'm talking about my ability to be vulnerable. I'm talking about things that make me feel ashamed. It's talking about like things that I know that I've done that I need to apologize for. It's embracing ourselves as whole human beings. And this, and like anxiety, authenticity is completely contagious. So how about we just do it? So I really want you to think about, what are the boxes that you have? What have you separated? And what are the configurations that you're kind of living in? What are the configurations of boxes at work? What are you leaving out? What are the configurations of boxes in your relationship? What are you leaving out? And how about you fuck all the boxes off? And how about you realize who you are and what makes you you? And how about we just turn up the dials and the volumes depending on which situation we're in? Because we need to embrace our whole selves so that we can empower and encourage and inspire other people to be their whole selves, so that when everyone is operating as their whole selves, we have more self-acceptance, which means we have more acceptance for others, which means we have greater compassion, which leads to greater empathy, kindness, which leads to overall increase in collective mental health. I'm just going to leave this here. Fuck compartmentalizing. Fuck the boxes. Be you. Figure it out. Let me know what you think. Peace.